Hey, happy Thursday, everybody. Hope everyone had a great, fantastic trading session today. I wanted to go back and look at something I like to call the falling off the cliff trade that was present in the NASDAQ today, kind of walk you through the conditions that are there and how to look for this trade. It is one of my favorite setups. It's somewhat counterintuitive, and yet it's wildly effective. So first, just for some context, so these are NASDAQ futures. We're looking at an area of volume above that we've been below. We accepted and had inside value yesterday. So you can see we were inside value yesterday. Overnight, we had new lows from the prior session. We opened, came back into yesterday's value. And as part of my trade plan, I was looking at the 53.90 area as an area to potentially get short. We had, some accumulation of volume here in this area that would provide some resistance, and so looking to see the auction potentially fail at that place. So as the day started in the first hour, you could see we have these bars, these 30-minute bars. Looks like we're one time framing higher. However, we're just grinding in this high volume area from the prior 2 sessions ago. And I'm starting to look for the potential for weakness. So one of the clues, we have an untested overnight high, or overnight low. So we've left this zone here untested. That's some poor structure there. Usually bottoms are not made with untested inventory like this. And then as we're moving higher, we're grinding into this high volume area of resistance, and we had a very wide first hour. So just to give you an idea, on average, we've been averaging about 96 ticks in the first hour. We were at 127. So having a wide first hour sets the condition that you're not going to have that much more range for the rest of the day, and there's potential for this thing to collapse back on itself. Now, we did make made a couple highs in the first hour, and then we started to weaken. We stopped this one time framing. So here's where this trade starts to come. I'm going to actually play this back so you can see, and we're going to talk through here. So you can see we're here in this fourth period. The question is, can we make new highs? Can we make new highs? Now, if we start breaking these lows, there's the opportunity that this whole thing could collapse on itself. We have a whole lot of single prints here, basically price where we spent only 1/2 hour at, that could swiftly collapse. And so at this point, I was looking to be short NASDAQ for a trade back into at least this 84 at the base and potentially lower into the 70s down here. So I believe at this point of the day, I was already short, and essentially, unless we got new highs, I was going to stay in. Let's speed this thing up here. There we go. Really get this thing rocking and rolling. Okay, still struggling to stay up here. We have a new high. We're not taking out that high. In fact, when we looked at the order flow, we were seeing net selling taking place in the order flow. Some might call this a P formation. It's a short covering opportunity, which means that the market has gotten too short and then now has a reactive bounce, which gives you an opportunity to get reshort at the high. So that's why we're looking at that 90 level. It's actually long right off the open for some responsive buying. Okay, so now we're into the next period. You see we're breaking low. Okay, we're in the 89, so doing well. We're going to watch this level here to see if this can hold and test. This would be an area that we would test. You can see it's just like here's the cliff, and we're falling off the cliff. Can't hold this low. We're pushing lower. And context is king, Hebert. If this was a market that was going higher, this trade doesn't this often resolves to higher prices, because you would look at it as we were moving higher, consolidating at higher prices, and then go higher to exhaust the auction. In this one, we just have an opportunity where the auction has gotten too short. People are covering, taking some profit, and giving us an opportunity to get short again. So we got that first area from the 92 and the 84, looking to connect with these high volume areas down here at 74. Now, I was not looking for a break of the low, given that we had already broken the IB high. That would have been unusual in a change in the market. So in terms of expectations and targets, I'm looking for something a little bit into the bottom of this profile, but not expecting the low to be taken out. So we're holding here. We're accumulating volume at the bottom of this bar. So accepting these prices, likely to lead to continuation lower.